What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? I am the Mitten, and today I have a video just kind of like one of those Xbox free games. If you have an Xbox One and you got the gold subscription, which is basically enables you to play all games online basically. It's kind of weird, but yeah, occasionally you'll see that you'll have like they'll offer free games, and sometimes they offer really awesome or just interesting games that I've never thought I would ever play, but since they're free I might as well download them and play them. And luckily enough, I had a chance to download Ryse Son of Rome, which was one of the exclusive Xbox One games when Xbox One first released on the market. So it's a pretty old game. For its time, it has great graphics. It has a very interesting story. The only downside that I wanted to mention, my thumb actually hurts because it is kind of like more of a button masher. I kind of wish they made that game more based like Shadow of Mordor as an example, where yeah, you do a little bit of button mashing, but you don't do like a such a frantic amount. Like, I mean, I got 4 guys attacking me, and you have to dodge, you have to block, you have to attack, and you have heavy attacks, light attacks, and there's just so much to pay attention to. I mean, yeah, I do kind of respect that form of gaming and everything. Don't get me wrong. I mean, it is pretty fucking interesting and everything, but the button mashing part of it kind of irritates me, especially the further you progress in the game becomes harder and harder. So I can't imagine playing the game on a harder difficulty. So I just did, your average, your normal difficulty. Obviously I'm not going to do a hard difficulty when I never played a game like this before. It has a pretty decently good story, and occasionally I like to play games that have a really good story. Like, I'm going to continue going back to this a million times over. Titanfall 2 probably is like my #1 vote for best campaign story in the last 10 fucking years. I think it has a great story. You really get you get emotionally attached to the characters in the game, and I really have to say, thank you to Respawn Entertainment for creating an awesome character. I mean, my focus was BT, the actual robot. They really made him kind of like a really awesome companion, and I really feel like that was a really, really interesting thing that they did, and they actually really delivered on a good fucking story. It was kind of like, I kind of feel bad for Titanfall 2 because it doesn't have, it does have a huge fan base, but it's also that it was kind of, released between 2 big games, and it was kind of unfair. I think it should have had a different release date so that people could have actually been, okay, let's play this game now. Let's give this game a whirl and everything. If you got 2 AAA titles, I guess, like big brand franchises and shit like that, like Call of Duty and Battlefield, it's kind of hard for you to have full growing. Well, I mean, it has a growing fan base, but it didn't have enough people really I don't even know how many people jumped on board with this game. I was really hyped for the game, and I really like it. I have nothing bad to say, but I thought I would mention that on the basis of the fact that Ryse Son of Rome has a very gripping story. It's really interesting. I really want to finish it, but part of it kind of irritates me with the button mashing, and I have to actually take a break because my actual thumb fucking hurts. I'm not gonna lie. There's, obviously what you're watching is the actual game. I'm a lot further now. It has a little bit of everything. It has a little bit of humor. It has a little bit of kind of fucked up shit. Like, as much as you would think that like an empire like Rome had its glory moments where they're a great military, a great power. They did a lot of fucked up shit, but that was more like the internal corruption, and we see that today in society. We see that in government. We see corruption and everything like that. Even on so many different aspects. I mean, I don't mean to bash on government, but you do have people that are willing to be corrupted, and it's basically like money really speaks in great volumes. And frankly, honestly, ask yourself this question: if you were in politics, as an example, even in ancient times, and if someone offered you a shitload of money, would you fucking fuck over your own people just for a little bit of coin? Most people would say yes to that question because it's more benefit for you and it benefits you and your family. But in reality, you would think that would only create enemies, and kind of you see that in the story a little bit. You see how you know, some of those like characters that you see that they kind of want to do good. They want to get rid of, you know, crazy psychotic barbarians, but in reality you see how Rome treats the people, you know, in the surrounding areas of their empire, and you think that some of their actions against Rome was justified. And that's kind of how I come about it, you know, when it comes to this story. And I feel like it's a gripping, good story, and that's the reason why I thought it would be kind of interesting to upload to my channel. I know that it most likely ain't going to get a lot of views because, you know, most typically I play first-person shooters. Obviously, you guys know that I do like Shadow of Mordor and everything, but it's almost its own genre as well. It's more like, I don't know, it kind of like has spells and, well, not spells, but, you know, it has like that Wraith, you know, Celebrimbor, or whatever the fuck his name is, and, you know, it's a little bit, well, it's quite different. You still have sword fighting and shit like that, but you're fighting Uruks or whatever. You're not fighting like people. Here you're actually fighting people constantly, and it is a really interesting story. The only downside is the button mashing, and like I said, right now as I'm pressing my thumb making this commentary, I'm like, ow, it actually hurts. It's almost like I bruised my fucking thumb mashing buttons so I don't die. And I've died multiple times, and I'm playing on a normal fucking difficulty, but I'm not used to playing games like this. You know, I'm not like, I respect Mortal Kombat, but I'm not like, I don't play fighting games because I suck at them. You know, like I know what games I'm good at, and I know the games that I'm bad at, or good at. So good and bad. Clearly, I'm not going to be playing games and posting games on my channel, you know, games that I'm bad at. I'm going to post games that I'm either like I can get better at or that I'm good at, clearly, and that's just being 100% honest, because this honesty is, you know, the number one thing on my channel. I have to be honest, for the most part, at least. You know, if I fuck up on something, you know, I do apologize. You know, if anybody, you know, kind of sends a comment, you fucked up on something, yeah, I'm going to acknowledge that. You know, I'm not going to be a dick about it. As right now, I know there was a comment in one of my like few videos back about me having a Twitter page. I don't really do Twitter. I don't like Twitter because Twitter is, I don't know, like I'm not a big fan of Twitter. Not that I'm bashing on Twitter. It's something that I really don't use. I don't really use social media. I prefer, you know, if you guys have actual comments, you know, comment down below. You know, I'll try to get in touch with all of you, or send me a message on Xbox Live if you want, which you guys already know what my gamer tag is. Send me a message or whatever and shit like that. I did have an active Twitter page, but for some reason I can't access it. Not that I've been hacked or anything, but it's just more, I thought I would say it, like I think I forgot my password, or Twitter has banned me temporarily or permanently. I mean, if you see something in a thread or something that's trending, and you express your personal opinion, some people don't like that, and that's what can get you banned. And that's why, like I think I mentioned many times before, don't get into politics on social media. Don't get into politics on a YouTube channel. I'm making gaming videos. There's no point of me going into politics, just to be 100% fucking honest with you guys. I don't like to go into politics. I'm not going to go into politics, left, right, fucking Republican, Democrat. That shit don't mean nothing to me. Those are just words and factions. I don't choose none. I'm kind of like, I'm neutral in everything. I don't really care for much for politics, just because that can bite you in the ass. Think about it logically speaking. Somebody might be more conservative and somebody else might be more libertarian. If I offend somebody, I don't want to offend anybody. I like to make friends instead of enemies. That's just me personally. You know, occasionally I'll make a joke about something, but it's a joke. It's not intended to hurt anybody. But yeah, I just kind of, you know, I wanted to do something different, and I like games that have campaigns and shit like that, have a good gripping story, and this game seemed like it has a, you know, a decently good story, decently well-made story. I mean, obviously it's not a perfect game by all means, but you know, it's free, so I said fuck it, why not? And I thought I would upload and kind of talk about it for a little bit. It is a pretty gripping story. I can't wait to finish it. I think I'm like 2 or 3 chapters away from finishing it. So hopefully I'll post another video like towards the end of it, you know, when it gets really, really hard and I'm really getting my ass handed to me. So I've died several occasions, on several occasions in this game. So, but anywho, I am admitting there's not really much else that I wanted to say. I really do like the game. It's very fucking interesting. And if there is any other times where there's a free game that's good, I will upload that. So basically, I consider this kind of like a video. Good free games offered by Microsoft Corporation or Xbox Live. Yay! Thumbs up and all that other good shit. But anywho, if you did like this video, if you did like the commentary, definitely leave me a comment. in the comment section. Definitely hit me a like or a dislike, whichever one you would prefer. And if you want to subscribe, and definitely hit that bell so you get notifications every time I upload. I wanted to say thank you because I have 40 subscribers. That is pretty fucking sweet. I just kind of look back at when I had less than 10 and now I have 40. That is a huge plus, and it's really interesting to see how this whole like transition happened to getting 40 subscribers. I think it's pretty fucking sweet. Hopefully in a few months I'll have a little bit more. I'm looking forward to seeing how things are for me, when I hit 100 or something like that. I want to hit that milestone of 100. That would be pretty fucking sweet. And that's pretty much all I got to say. Thank you very much for watching the video, and yeah, that's all I got to say. Mitten out.
Alright, settle down. Settle down, lads. Now, you know what you can expect from these barbarians. They are a race of rabid bastards who will fight us tooth and nail. But they don't know what they are up against. Rome is civilization. Rome is order. Rome is power. And out here, we are Rome!
Commander, King Oswald's barbarian army is advancing on York. General Commoners and the 6th Cohort engage the enemy, but their fate is unknown.
Secure the remaining boats and get them unloaded, and prepare the men. We march for York!